welcome to Fifth Gear. We're at the biggest off-road playground we know with Mr. Ross Noble and Mr. Charlie Moorman.
And the fastest boys' toys we could find.
We'll be racing these boys' toys in a 4 versus 2 wheel challenge. Plus, Vicky reveals if the latest Mercedes system for cabriolets stops you getting ruffled. And Johnny tests some intriguing handwriting recognition technology in the new flagship Audi A8.
It's just like Kit. So, before we start playing with these boys' toys, do you fancy seeing me in the Porsche 911 GT3 RS?
What? Another supercar that I should have driven?
Yeah, don't worry about that. Do you want to watch it? You'll love it. You'll love it. Roll the tape.
Take an £82,000 Porsche 911 GT3. Lock 25 kilos from its weight by fitting a plastic back window, feather-light bucket seats and a titanium exhaust. Squeeze an extra 15 horsepower from the 3.8-litre engine. Add a roll cage, remove the soundproofing, stitch in some silly door handles. Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Done.
Now, the cost for those modifications sees the price soaring to £105,000, but it has got 450 horsepower and is easily the most track-focused 911 you can buy. Dirty.
Porsche have really pushed the boat out to make this car phenomenal to drive. A couple of things they've done. The front track has been increased by 1 inch, the rear track by 2 inches. That's going to give better stability and more grip. We've also got carbon ceramic brakes, as denoted by the yellow calipers. We've got a very tricky engine mounting system in here, which will stiffen itself up depending on how you're driving. Then we've got this monstrous rear wing. It gives double the downforce of a standard car.
The whole dynamic of the car is very much like a race car. The steering is sharper, the engine revs beautifully all the way to 8,500 revs. I mean, listen how responsive it is. It's just like a race car. I tested this track a lot in road cars, and this corner's 125 miles an hour, and on the exit there's a little surface change. Normally you just feel a ripple, but in this car I can feel the grip go down by what seems like 3 or 4%, a subtle change, over 100 miles an hour around corners, and I feel completely in control. Got that beautiful flat 6 noise. It's a proper bit of kit, proper bit of kit. I love it.
But even a normal GT3 is getting on for being as hardcore as you'd ever want a road car to be. So if your commute doesn't involve the Nürburgring, does the 20 grand's worth of race car modifications actually spoil it?
Well, no, not really. When you're not on one, it's actually very easy to control, almost docile. The clutch is light, it's not too bouncy, the steering isn't overly heavy. The gear change, yes, it is tight and it is mechanical, but it's not obstructive or moody. It's very well engineered. The only way I'm going to be stopping is when I run out of juice. I'm loving this.
Usually, Racing Spec road cars are hard to justify. Too track-focused for normal drivers and too softly sprung for racers.
But the GT3 RS is different. It's tame enough for any old Tom, Dick or Barry to control, but put it on a racetrack, well, it feels like it deserves a place at Le Mans. Anyone want to share the driving?
The magnificent GT3 RS has inspired us to give away one of our favourite ever Porsches for this week's competition. This 1999 Boxster was hand-picked by our experts. Just imagine your very own Porsche could be sitting on the driveway. And to make life even sweeter, we'll also throw in £1,000 towards your insurance, courtesy of elephant.co.uk. It doesn't stop there. We've also got places for you and a guest at the exclusive You Drive It Porsche course at Silverstone, including the chance to drive your own car on the track. laps in a 911 and some hints and tips from VBH. We're also giving away a 40-inch LCD TV, an Xbox and the Superstars V8 Next Challenge driving game, plus our favourite 5 car games, and a Garmin SatNav, and a Pure Highway in-car DAB radio, and a Super Tooth Buddy hands-free kit. For your chance to win, just answer the following question correctly. Which of the following is not a Porsche model? A. Cayman, B. Cayenne, or C. Cashback? To enter, text A, B or C to 85559 or call 0904 1619555, or you can send your answer on the back of a postcard to 5th Gear 175 PO Box 46556 London N1 0WW. Text costs £1.50 plus one message at standard network rate. Calls cost £1.50 from a BT landline. Calls from other networks may vary, and from mobiles will cost considerably more. Lines close at midday on Thursday the 15th of July and 3 days later for postal entries. For terms, go to 5.tv/win.
Now it's time for Need to Know, the part of the show where we tell you the absolute bare essentials about a brand new car.
And this time, bare essentials is the operative term, because Vicky will get naked. Promise?
The 5th Gear Lockup. Our base for revealing what's good and bad about the newest cars on sale. This time, the new Mercedes-Benz E-Class convertible.
Prices start from around £34,000, and Mercedes calls it the future of open-top motoring, which is a pretty bold claim. So, what's behind it then?
Mostly because of a clever bit of technology which comes as standard, called the air cap. It's basically a spoiler that rises up 6 centimetres out of the top of the windscreen. It might look odd, but it makes a big difference.
Allow me to demonstrate. With the air cap down, I can't exactly enjoy these Sunday papers, and my hair is going all over the place. So, with it up, there is a marked improvement.
It may not look dramatically different, but I can assure you there is less turbulence and it becomes noticeably quieter.
But with it down again, I am truly ruffled.
Combined with Mercedes' air scarf system, where hot air is funneled out of head restraints around your neck, it's claimed this is one cabriolet that will keep you warm in all seasons, no matter how extreme the weather. I think that's